Hey guys, it's Cal and Fionn from Team ChainBlock, and we're back with a brand new deck profile. But before we get into it, make sure you check out proud sponsor of the channel, Kong's Cards, and make sure you use ChainBlock 5 for 5% off all sealed and single product store-wide. The next set, as of recording this video anyway, is going to be the Battles of Legends set. It comes out in I think it's 2 weeks to the day that it comes out, and you can get yourself some nice full art, some chibi art. I believe there's a couple new support cards coming out for certain decks, like Constellars and stuff I think are in that set. So I'll be very excited to get my hands on the full art cards because I've been collecting them personally. Me and TJ have been racing to finish them all, and he's being very slow at it. I've only got 2 more to go. He's got like 5 or something. He's useless. Anyway, today I will be profiling Magical Musketeers with a bit of a spin on it. As you guys know, I am quite a big fan of Magical Musketeers.
Fun deck, very, very fun deck. I like it a lot.
I was torn between going first or second with this deck, but I can do both. I decided to end on a going first variant of the deck, but I will put my input in of what cards you can play for going second as well. But to kick things off, we play 3 copies of Magical Musketeer Starfire. This is probably the best card in the Magical Musket package.
I would say best card, like other than the...
So if you haven't read any of the Magical Muskets before, basically when they're on the field, if a spell tracker is activated in their column, they get an effect based on which one it is. Essentially, Starfire is one where if a spell trap is activated in their column, you can special summon another Magical Musket from the deck. It's pretty good. Also, if you have noticed, they are in fact light fiends. You can probably see where this is going. We play 2 copies of Magical Musketeer Caspar. For this one, he is, when a spell trap is activated in his column, you can add a Magical Musket spell or trap from your deck, which is pretty good. It has to be different from the names of the ones that are in your graveyard, but usually it is because you either search them all at once or you search them one by one, and you only play one of each one anyway. So
why only 2, may I ask? I've seen some decks play 3, I've seen some play 1, so I just want to hear why.
The reason I play 2 of this actually, funny enough, is because I'm playing a bigger musket package than normal, so I have more names,
okay.
So I don't want to over concentrate with names. So I decided to play 2 of this one because it's easy to get to off of the Starfire. I also opted to play 1 copy of Calamity. Calamity is the one where if a spell tracker is activated in your column, you can target a magical musket monster in the graveyard and special summon it in defense. Also, which is quite handy, it comes up, she's also level 4, just like Starfire. So that comes up more often than not as well, which is quite nice. But the real one that comes up in terms of levels is the Magical Musketeer Dock. So this one is when a spell tracker is activated in this column, you can add a Magical Musket card, any Magical Musket card at all, from your graveyard to your hand. That's a different name to any of the ones that you currently control. The thing about Magical Musketeer Dock is that he is also a level 3, which synergizes with not only the Caspar, but one of the other engines we get to in a bit. But yeah, I think playing the Magical Musketeer Calamity is the one that people usually don't play.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've not seen Calamity be used.
I've tested the deck with all of them. Like, I've played Wild, I've played Kid, but I feel like Calamity is the one that gives you a good grind game as well later on, especially considering that with the Fiendsmith package that's coming up, you can just cycle back as much of this as possible. So you can cycle back, say, the Link Monster, or you can cycle back any of these. So Calamity having a good grind game later on and then being able to recycle all back is just so handy.
Just gives you a bit of late game stuff.
Yeah, especially if you only have, like, say, Calamity in hand and 1 spell card. You can normally Calamity activate the spell card and you can do a full Fiendsmith package then, which is so good. And then for the spell traps, we play 1 copy of Cross Domination, 1 copy of Last Stand, 1 copy of Dance Needle, and 1 copy of Desperado. So Cross Domination is essentially imperm, but it changes the attack and defense of the target monster to 0. Desperado is a target pop. The Magical Musket Last Stand is basically a spell trap negate, and it's a counter trap if you can tell. So it's spell trap negate, and it negates activation, which actually comes up a lot as well, because make sure whatever you're negating is not only an activate one of that per turn, because you can. It's got me a couple of times. And then I played Dancing Needle. A lot of people don't play Dancing Needle, but I think targeting 3 in the graveyard and just banishing them is very good.
I think banishing from the grave is really good. This format, not only does it hurt the cool tunes grind game, it hurts. No, we used to hurt Draco before the hits.
Yeah.
Just yummy cards. It just I
It's
think
branded
it's just,
quite hard as well.
yeah, you know.
But one thing I do say about this is that a lot of people tend to cut this when graveyard isn't so suitable anymore. But I think that's silly because realistically, if you are making the max and you have the opportunity to search 4, you might as well just search the 4. Because at the end of the day, worst case scenario, this could come up late game and it's a good grind game extender. Because if you didn't know, each magical musket card also states that you can activate the magical musketeer spells and traps from the hand while they're on the field. So your end board usually ends on one of them. This card hard carried this deck through Snake Eye format. I nearly topped a regional with this deck because of this card, because I came up against Snake Eyes for most of the tournament.
Just banish whatever Snake Eyes were left. And
just keep cleaning them all up. It's so funny. And then obviously when they activate their OG one, you just negate it. It's so good. Yeah. Now for the Fiendsmith package, we play 3 copies of Fiendsmith Engraver. It's pretty standard. It's Fiendsmith Engraver. We play 1 copy of Lacrima of the Crimson Tears, and we play 1 copy of the Fabled Lurie. This is a pretty standard package. We play 1 copy of Tract, 1 copy of Sanct, and 1 copy of Fiendsmith in Paradise. This is all pretty standard except for maybe the Sanct.
I was going to say Sanct and Fiendsmith in Paradise. I'm used to using Fiendsmiths in Yummy and we don't run either of them. So I was just curious on why you are.
The Fiendsmith in Paradise is pretty standard for any deck that wasn't like you said, playing it in the Yummy variant. This has been around a while, but basically you can banish it from the graveyard, dump your Lacrima or your Desiree, and then your Desiree can just send a card. That's typically what you would use it for. Now, I don't use it for like that anymore because I don't feel like the Desiree really warrants its place in the extra right now. So I decided to use it to be able to dump any of my extra light fiends that are in the extra deck to the graveyard, just so I can have some extra fusion materials later on for another small package that I'm playing. The Fiendsmith Sanct is just a very good 1-card starter because it just summons a light fiend token.
Oh yeah, and then that's it's just full combo again, isn't it? Yeah,
it's just full combo again. Yeah. Now you can thank Fion for this next package. We play 2 copies of Swen, 2 copies of Eldum, and these are basically to get into your rank 3 package while also setting up a couple of extra interruptions. We play 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Vision, one of the best draw spells in the game right now. If you can play quick play spells, you're playing this.
I like it.
That's also another synergizing reason we play Sanct as well, because it's a quick play.
Oh yeah, that extra little bit of synergy and being able to see them.
It does add up, especially with the recent hit to Radiant Typhoon Chant, nice and shiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this gets into a rank 3 package, and I also have a way to bridge it into Fiendsmith if I really want to. If I only see say an Eldum or a Swen and just a bunch of back row, it's fine. I can still bridge it into Fiendsmith if I really want to. I played 2 copies of MST because I feel like you might as well. It's another search.
Yeah, it's another search. You can just get, you can just thin the deck if you need to, and then it just pops back row, which is not bad in this format.
Oh no, not at all.
Just standard pop back row is not bad.
And then we play 1 copy of Radiant Typhoon Mandate, which is the once per chain negate.
Fantastic
the MSTs, which is so good, such a good card. Also, I believe it's a draw card if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you shuffle 3 quick plays, including a Radiant, if I'm correct, and then just draw 1.
Yeah, that's what more can you ask for, really?
So you can shuffle back your Sanct, you can shuffle back your Musketeer quick play.
Yeah.
And you're just sorted then.
Now, the small package I was alluding to earlier on, we play 1 copy of Boyle the Dawn's Light and 1 copy of Mutiny in the Sky.
Okay, you might need to explain these for me. Never mind them at home.
So, the Boyle the Dawn's Light essentially is another copy of Mutiny in the Sky. So, essentially, if you can find a way to get this card into the graveyard, it searches for Mutiny in the Sky. That's basically all you're using it for. It does have a special effect as well. You can negate one of your face-up monsters in the field, special summon it. But that never really comes up. It is a level 3. You can use it for that. But when it's in the graveyard, you can, when it goes into the graveyard, you search for Mutiny in the Sky. And Mutiny in the Sky lets you fusion summon 1 Fiend or Fairy fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling Fiend or Fairies from the graveyard into the deck.
Oh wow, That's actually
It's a great extender for a Fiendsmith, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Who would imagine?
That's why. Like I said earlier on, like getting all the extra names and extra life fiends into the graveyard is so handy, because Mutiny in the Sky, just shuffle a bunch of them back and you can summon any fusion monster you want. Then we play one copy of Pot of Prosperity for consistency.
Prosby. Rest in peace, Prosby.
Yeah.
I used to use it so much.
Oh yeah.
Until obviously.
If this was at 3, you'd be playing at 3. I
absolutely.
cannot wait for this new pot though. This would be a going second deck when this new pot comes
This
out.
new pot is dangerous.
Pot of Gluttony, I think they decided to call it in the end. But yeah, this deck is absolutely a going second deck when that pot comes out, because you can just draw your life save and it's great.
Yeah, and then just break them down.
For my non-engine, I decided to play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring.
Standard.
It's pretty standard. It's the best of the Ghost Girls.
Yeah, I'd argue best hand trap.
It's up there, alright. It definitely is up there. I decided to play 3 copies of Fallen Virtues, which is another card you can also recycle with your Radiant Typhoon trap card.
No, it's true, yeah.
Which is so good. So anyone who doesn't know what this package is, essentially, everyone's got to know what this card does. But a lot of people don't know the extra synergy it has with this. So you send the Albion will set another one of this. You activate the other one, it'll send the Ecclesia, and then the Ecclesia can shuffle itself, the Albion, and another card the opponent controls back, and then your Radiant Typhoon trap card can just shuffle this back, so you just get them all back again.
Oh, that's actually insane. that's gross.
It's quite silly. It's quite silly.
Crazy.
And then just to finish up the lineup, I play 1 copy of Solemn Judgment, and 3 copies of Strike.
Main and judgments and strikes.
Yeah,
I haven't seen many people doing
essentially, what my thought process for it was that if I'm going first, this, along with, say, seeing a Fallen Virtuous and getting to some of the Embor pieces, is just a complete blowout.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That being said, these Solemn Strikes will absolutely be getting cut for accusations when I get my hands on Solemn Accusation.
Oh,
that card is silly.
Yeah, that card is insane. But yeah, no, I like Strike. I do.
Strike is very good.
I've had a few times where I've been building decks and I've just looked at Strike and been like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to find reasons why not, other than there's just some better cards, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's never a bad card, I don't think.
Oh no, never. It'll never be a bad card. It's always a good solid option if you ever go on first deck. It's like, why not? I'll throw the Strikes.
Yeah, that's it.
Now for the extra deck, it's a bit different to most of the extra decks that you see running these kind of packages. I play 1 copy of Magical Musketeer Max. A lot of people do be running 2 of this now, especially with the extra deck ripping that's going around right now. But I feel like you're able to recycle this fairly easily, and the fact that you are able to cycle through this fairly easily, like, it never usually lasts long enough banished or in the graveyard for it to matter anyway. It's only really great going second. So if it gets banished, you can play through it. It's not too bad. You play 1 copy of Requiem, obviously. It's Fiendsmith Requiem. It's such a good card.
Oh, what a card.
We play 1 copy of Sequence, and we don't play the Agam Day, simply because I feel like this deck can outgrind most decks in the format right now. So I like to rely on playing kind of lower to the ground, rather than just going balls to the wall, throw everything into an Agnum Day and just try attack for 7k. I'd rather just play kind of lower to the ground and just kind of outgrind my opponents so they have no resources left and just keep chipping away as the game goes on.
I feel like that's more beneficial in this type of format as well. It is a very grindy format.
It is a very grindy format.
With the rise of Striker and cool tunes, they're quite a grindy deck.
Yeah.
Other Fiendsmith piles going around.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially when you have like the likes of like Zero and stuff that are non-target and pops, like it's making it so
to just kill nowadays.
Like this making it so your card can't be targeted makes no difference because most of the cards don't target now anyway. So I just decided to play kind of lower to the ground. That being said, I do opt to play 2 copies of the Radiant Typhoon Link monster, and that's simply because if one of them gets ripped, you can still establish your interruptions in the back row.
It's it places mandate as well, which is absolutely insane. that link was the reason why it became so strong. It was a cool deck beat before, but then it became a really strong deck.
Yeah.
Just with that card.
And I like to keep my options open as well. Like I said, I have a bridge into the Fiendsmith stuff if I need to with the Radiant Typhoon stuff, but having the extra options as well is just very nice. That bridge into the Fiendsmith stuff is Mellow Melody, the Brass Gin.
Oh damn! I have not seen this card in my life.
So essentially, it's just a generic rank 3, but it's a light fiend.
A light fiend, so it bridges the
Yeah,
Radiant. And
so it can bridge the Radiant Typhoon and just go straight into a Requiem, then it's so good. And then you can also shuffle it back as part of its fusion material as well, so it gives you an extra material in the graveyard if you really want to. Now to accompany that, I play 1 copy of the Cicada King, 1 copy of Gossip Shadow. This card is cracked. I remember this from TOS format and it was so good.
Yeah, it's any rank 3 decks are probably playing it. It's just really good.
You play 1 copy of the Totem Bird. You can play 2, but I opted to play the Brass Gin instead for the extra bridge. You play 1 copy of DDD Wave High King Caesar.
How that card survived.
How this card is legal is criminal. It's plain and simple. They kept this card legal just so Unchained can play. That's the only reason they kept this card legal.
But as an Unchained player, I will never be upset.
No. You play 1 copy of Fiendsmith's Lacrima. This is obviously one of your cards that you can overlay to go into Caesar if you really want to, but also it revives one of your Fiendsmiths from the graveyard. And that being said as well, it's also a burn when it goes to graveyard.
And that burn can matter.
It mattered a lot when the old time rules.
Yeah.
It mattered a lot in the old time rules. Just combo off for 40 minutes and you pop this. And we play 1 copy of Fiendsmith's Rextramonde. Don't ask me what it does. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I've never seen that card in my life. I won't even lie.
He's just huge. That's why I was playing.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I play 1 copy of the Albion and the Ecclesia from earlier on that you saw, and then the 1 copy of Chaos Angel that we can summon as well.
Chaos Angel, what a card.
Unbelievable card.
I know we got power crept now, but I still think if you just face anyone and they put up a Chaos Angel, you would immediately just think, this is going to be tough.
It's so good as well because you do also have an easy option to do it, because any light fiend specifically can bridge you into the Chaos Angel very easily, because any light fiend can get you to a Starfire, which will eventually get you to an Engrave as well. So you can summon the Starfire, summon the Engraver, and just immediately sync them off. So getting to this is actually really, really easy in the grind game. And right now, as it stands, there's a lot of people who are playing like very dark, heavy centric decks. That's why Dominus Spark is popping off right now. And if you're going post side and you just take a snatch, if you put a Snatch Steal card in, you can easily just make a light and a dark Chaos Angel, and your opponent just can't out it.
Yeah, they will struggle.
Like I remember the other day when I dropped this on the board when I was playing locals. And I came up against one of the lads on Dark Magicians, and Dragoon just couldn't out it. The Dragoon just couldn't out it.
Yeah.
Because I just wouldn't give him an opportunity to negate anything. And I just sat under the Chaos Angel. And as soon as he passed turn, I just went, okay, battle phase swing.
Yeah, just attack, yeah.
But yeah, that's it for the deck. Once again, I said that you could play this going second, and one of the going second cards that I would absolutely opt to play, I'm sure John will throw it up here on the screen, is a card called Link into the Vrains, which essentially means that you can normal summon a card and immediately link it off. So what you're doing is you're blind in second, you're normal summoning any copy of your Magical Muskets, and you can summon into the Magical Musketeer Max. But the great thing about Link into the Vrains is that it also makes it so that Magical Musketeer Max cannot be interrupted on his summon window. So you're either summoning 4 or searching 4, which is so good.
That is crazy.
Which gives you crazy advantage.
Link into the Vrains was a card I never even heard of until you started playing it blind second.
So that's it for the deck profile. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe, and leave any suggestions you have in the comments down below. And thanks for watching. Peace.
Bye.